Ordinary People Show.
Hello and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening from in the world. My name is Jacqueline Dixon and I'm your host, and you're tuned in to the Ordinary People Show. Ordinary people can do extraordinary things, and we're broadcasting live from Toronto, Canada, powered by GBKM TV and Network. Today is an extra special day in the T-Dot, ladies and gentlemen, for so many reasons, but one of them I'm going to share with you in just a moment. Before we even start talking about today's show, for those of you who have been anticipating another awesome production brought to you by GBKM Network in regards to, of course, the most celebrated, anticipated month of the year for the Black community, which is Black History Month. You got it. So we're not going to let you down. You've got another fantastic show coming your way right now, right here on GBKM. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Black History Month. How is your Black History Month going? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you making a conscious effort to learn a little bit more about your background, your culture? And if it's not your background or your culture, thank you so much for enjoying it with us. Thank you for sharing this month with us. Learn something a little bit more about our culture. Learn something a little bit more about our background. And when you do so, don't forget to tell a friend, because that's how you spread the good news. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into today's show, let me do my pleasantries as I always do. First of all, I want to thank our listeners and our viewers for tuning in today. But this show couldn't be possible without the sponsorship of New Era Communications. New Era Communications is a professional sales training platform, professional speaking platform as well, that specializes in the training and mentoring of up-and-coming sales professionals and entrepreneurs. Are you struggling to learn the sales process for your small business? Would you like to know how to generate new business on a consistent basis so that you can enjoy the gift that keeps on giving? Well, you need to be introduced to the sales process by a qualified professional. In order to do so, of course, and find out how you can enjoy the revenue stream, a constant revenue stream coming into your business, contact neweracommunications.ca for more information. Of course, our GBKM TV listeners and viewers, thank you so much for being here with us. And once again, guys, this is a reminder to you that we have migrated, or we're in the process of migrating over to a brand new platform. It's called GBKM TV, and you access it by typing in www.gbkm.tv. When you go to our brand new website, you will notice that our platform is 24 hours. We provide 24-hour web radio and television. You will find a plethora of things to do there. Breaking news, 24-hour radio with the best in R&B, reggae, soca, jazz, Afrobeats, and so much more. And don't forget to check out any one of our many live programs that run 7 days a week throughout the course of the week. So many programs to choose from. One of them I want to bring to your attention today is a brand new one that will be debuting on February 16th. I want you to listen out or look out for this one. It's with Alton Brooks, and it's all about money and finances and building wealth. I can't wait for the start of, or the debut of that show. So don't forget to check out the lineup of brand new shows coming your way, but especially Alton Brooks's finance and wealth building show that will be starting on February the 5th right here on gbkm.tv. For those of you who still watch us on our Facebook, hello to you. Thank you so much. Like and share the video. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Ladies and gentlemen, today is none other than Bob Marley Day. officially Bob Marley Day. And what we're going to be doing on the Ordinary People Show for the duration of Black History Month is we are going to be opening up the show by giving tribute to an individual that we want to recognize during the Black History Month celebration. So there's going to be one individual each week that I'm going to recognize as being a contributor to the positive narration of our story to the general public during Black History Month. And that individual today is none other than the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley. I want you to take this picture in on the screen. This is the big boss from JA. JA means Jamaica, jam down. The jewel of the Caribbean. And I'm super excited because a lot of people, of course, know already about Bob Marley, and we're really grateful for that. But let's just take a minute and digest exactly what Bob Marley has done for the Black community on a whole. I don't think it's a far stretch to say that if not for Bob Marley, reggae would not even make it to the map. Bob Marley put reggae on the map for the world. He put reggae on the world stage to the point where reggae now is an acceptable genre of music worldwide. It's celebrated by so many different cultures, so many different faces, and in so many different places. And for that, we owe Robert Nesta Marley so much gratitude for what he has done. His speech, his songwriting, his skills that preach love and unity for all. It leaves a never-ending impression in my heart and the hearts of so many people of color worldwide. The island of Jamaica is very, very proud to have given to the world the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley. And we are also proud of the fact that our mayor, located right here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, has recognized today, February the 6th, as officially Bob Marley Day. So for those of you who do not know, our mayor, which is John Tory, has issued this proclamation, ladies and gentlemen, that makes today, February the 6th, 2021, officially Bob Marley Day in Toronto. And I just want to read you the proclamation because I'm so excited and I'm so proud to know that Bob Marley is being recognized in this manner. So this proclamation is from John Tory, who is the mayor. Bob Marley Day, February 6, 2021. Whereas each year on February 6th, we honor the legacy of Robert Nesta Marley, an icon and influential musician, advocate for human rights, and international ambassador of peace. Through the power of his songs, Bob Marley became one of the greatest ambassadors of peace around the world. With his positive attitude and demeanor, he used his music to promote tolerance, love, and peace among people. Bob Marley always tried to use his influence to help tear down the walls of apartheid and promote unity, culture, and world peace, both at home in Jamaica and internationally, with songs like One Love and Africa Unite. Today, his music continues to inspire and uplift people throughout the world as he has become an iconic musician that has impacted the lives of many. Now, therefore, I, Mayor John Tory, on behalf of the Toronto City Council, do hereby proclaim February 6, 2021 as Bob Marley Day in the city of Toronto. Yay! And to that, we're going to take a quick break. Sit tight, hang out with me for the next 40 minutes while we discover more about Black History Month right here in Toronto.
You can officially download our free GBKM app from the App Store and the Google Play Store, okay? Now, what is the best thing about this app? Well, it is that you have all of the features from the website, that is portable, in your hand, ready to use and ready to go. Now I'm just gonna guide you through what we have available on our app right now. So here, this is the page where you can watch our live TV, our GBCam TV. You can watch live, enjoy the shows live. Now, if you go to our tabs, you can check out any shows you missed in the past shows tab, and that takes you to the past shows that have happened in the last week. And if you just scroll down, you can see those past shows in order, chronological order with their dates next to them as well. So if you've missed a show, no worries, just go to the past show tab and you can catch up on your favorite GBKM entertainment. Going back to our menus tab again, you can check out our upcoming shows so you do not miss any past shows. You can check out our breaking news section, which is our newest section as well, to learn of any breaking news within the diaspora, across the globe, all of that good stuff, so you can stay engaged and up to date on what's going on with our breaking news tab on the GBKM app, and also available on the website. And as you can see, there are other tabs there. You can listen to our live radio, our live TV. You can learn more about our on-air personalities by going to our OAP tab, all of that good stuff. You can officially download our free GBKM app from the App Store and the Google Play Store, okay? Now, what is the best thing about this app? Well, it is that you have all of the features from the website that is portable, in your hand, ready to use and ready to go. Now, I'm just gonna guide you through what we have.
Hello and welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Ordinary People Show. My name is Jacqueline Dixon and I'm your guest. I'm your host. I'm your overly excited host in another episode of the Ordinary People Show during Black History Month. As I said, it's my favorite time of the year because not only do we get to celebrate the legacy and impact and influence of people of color, primarily Black people, throughout the course of February, but then it also rolls into another favorite time of year for me, which is International Women's Day. So I'm super excited, super stoked. Hope you're getting excited too. And remember, positivity is contagious, so spread it. Ladies and gentlemen, today's show is another tribute to Black History Month. It's about celebrating our own. It's about recognizing achievement and accomplishment right here in the GTA, and that is the Greater Toronto Area. Of course, this show broadcasts worldwide, and I thank all of my listeners and viewers from the Caribbean, some of them in the U.S., and I've got some in Europe, and don't forget, I could never forget Nigeria. Today we're going to focus on Canadian excellence, specifically excellence coming out of the GTA. And in doing so, we're going to be celebrating one of our very own here by the name of Ryan Singh. The Toronto International Black Film Festival is about to kick off, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who've never heard of it before, it is an exclusive festival that has been set up to specifically promote the work of people of color. And today we have the fortunate, we're very fortunate to have one of the individuals that will be debuting a film at the Toronto Black Film Festival, and that is none other than Ryan Singh. And I want to welcome Ryan Singh to the Ordinary People Show. Good afternoon, Ryan. How are you?
Good afternoon. My daughter has just woken her head in.
Oh, that's okay, because we know that
the producers and writers of the film, and it's going to be their debut as well, because it's their first written project and produced project that they're also acting in. Thank you so much for having me, and it's my pleasure to be a part of the show.
Thank you. And can we introduce your co-host or your partner today as well? And let's introduce the little one.
Hi, my name is Ava Singh. I'm 8 years old. When I did the Henry, I was only 6 years old.
Thank you so much for being with us today, sweetheart. And thank you for participating in today's show. So, Ryan, I've gotten to know you throughout the years at various different events. You and I, we travel in somewhat of the same circle because we're doers in the community. And so we've crossed paths on a few occasions, and I've appreciated your level of excellence and what you bring to the table for the community here in Toronto. And we need more of that. And I just want to let you know that if I don't get the opportunity to tell you again, that I do certainly recognize you and I appreciate all you bring to the table. So I want my listeners and viewers to also appreciate it as well. So I'm just going to read a little snippet of your bio, because your bio is very impressive and it goes on for a while, but I want them to appreciate just a little bit more about you the way that I do. Ryan Singh, ladies and gentlemen, is a Black, Indigenous, and People of Color, which is BIPOC, B-I-P-O-C, member. Guyanese-born Ryan Singh is an actor, director, and producer. In 1993, Ryan immigrated to Canada, focused on becoming an actor. He began developing his own projects, producing for stage, television, and film. Ryan is currently enrolled in the BIPOC Kids TV Writing Incubator Program in Toronto, Canada. Through his company, Ryan Singh Productions Limited, Ryan's work as a performer, creator, or technician have been shown on City TV, Global Television, CTV, Rogers, TV Planet Africa in Canada, ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, Netflix, Amazon in the US, as well as several notable channels across the Caribbean. Congratulations to you, Ryan.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that is outstanding. That's awesome. So, Ryan, you know the show's called The Ordinary People Show, and the beautiful thing about that is that it allows people like yourself and myself, who are ordinary people that decided to step out of the ordinary and stop talking about what we wanted to do in life, and we started doing it. And that's when you then now step into the extraordinary realm. There are a lot more people just like you and I that are out there that want the encouragement, and we're going to do our best to encourage them today on their endeavors while at the same time educating them in the field of media, television, and movie production. So today, one of the reasons that you're on the show is because, not just because of your long history as a writer, producer, and filmmaker, but because you are going to be having a film that you have independently created, debuting at this year's Toronto Black Film Festival. Is that correct?
Yes, but no project when it comes to film is independent. It's a whole team of people, and we had over 36 people that participated in the making of this project, including my director, Katarzyna Kochani, and the actors Eva here and Sebastian, as well as Andrea Grant, and numerous other behind-the-scenes practitioners. And it was a real journey of love and joy to be able to create this 7-minute project for the Toronto Black, that is premiering at the Toronto Black Film Festival.
Fabulous. Now, you just touched on the fact that it's 7 minutes, so I assume that it's made it into what category? Can you tell us?
It's part of the Canadian Shorts narrative program series. So there are about a dozen short films that are part of that same program, of which 2 of the films that are in it are program I'm a part of. I'm acting in a second film called Essence, and it too will be a Toronto debut here at the festival.
Wow. Okay, so it's a 7-minute short film, and that's the category that it will be debuting in, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so before we break it down a little further for our listeners and viewers so that they can understand and appreciate what you're going to be bringing to the table during this festival, I want my listeners and viewers to get a better understanding also for the Toronto Black Film Festival. So let me tell the listeners and viewers a little bit about it and a little bit about the background so that they might want to check, if they want to check it out for themselves, they could. The Toronto Black Film Festival, TBFF, FFF was created in 2013 by Fabian Colas Foundation, a not-for-profit professional artistic organization dedicated to promoting cinema, art and culture in Canada and abroad. The Fabian Colas Foundation is also the creator of the very successful Montreal International Black Film Festival. After 8 years of continued success, the Montreal International Black Film Festival, presented by Global Montreal, has expanded to the vibrant and beautiful city of Toronto. So the inaugural Toronto Black Film Festival was actually presented by Global Toronto in February of 2013, and it ran from February 13th to February 17th. So we're celebrating 9 years here in Toronto. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably it's been 9 strong years. Every year I've gone to it, and it's just gotten stronger and stronger. Global Television is one of its featured sponsors, and it's moving from strength to strength. We've had Spike Lee here, Louis Gossett Jr., and many others who are doing great things on the global marketplace. But as well, it celebrates local filmmakers, and now it has even a new program called Black. I can't remember the name of the program, but it features young Black filmmakers and gives them a platform that they can showcase their work. Netflix is one of the sponsors of that new program. And so it just keeps growing from strength to strength.
That's wonderful. You know what? I remember a few short, it was just to me, it was just a few short years ago when the Toronto Film Festival kicked off here in Toronto. And at that time, there was a lot of skeptics wondering that why would anybody tune into Toronto? I mean, it's such a smaller market. We're so accustomed to the New York Film Festival. But sure enough, persistence and perseverance. And the Toronto Film Festival is worldwide known today, and it's a huge, huge get for Toronto. And I suspect that the Toronto Black Film Festival is going down the same trajectory as well, and eventually will blow up as big as the Toronto Film Festival, we hope. Okay.
Well, Toronto has probably got the largest market for film festivals. They're over.
I'm hearing my producer saying if you can speak up a little bit for us, we're having a little bit of difficulty
Can you
hearing.
hear me better now?
Yes.
Yes, I'm saying Toronto has probably one of the largest markets for film festivals. It's got hundreds of film festivals, small and large. The Toronto International Film Festival, of course, is one of the third largest film markets, because a lot of the films that showcases here go on to be part of the Academy Award nominations, Golden Globe nominations. And so it's a very respected film festival market.
Fabulous. So let's talk a little bit about your entry this year into the Toronto Black Film Festival and what inspired you to do so. And how you felt when it was accepted, and now it's going to be debuting. You know, it's been a very, very difficult past 10 months. It's been really difficult for all of us worldwide. And one of the last things some people are thinking about is, how to make a movie. Well, they're trying to figure out how we're going to get out of this pandemic. When are we going to get out of this pandemic? And here you are thinking about, how do I make a movie? So tell us what inspired you to do that, and then also the concept for the movie.
We started making this film in 2019, the summer of 2019, as a short project, and we had it with the editors for some months before the pandemic hit, and then we realized we had time on our hand. So we used that time to engage our post-production team to start working on finishing the project. And what we thought would have been 2 months, because of the pandemic and different people's schedule and those kind of things, we ended up working on it for about 6 or 7 months before we got to the finishing point. We've worked with people here in the GTA, at least 4 different post-production visual effects team, and 3 of them were here in Toronto and 1 in India. So it was a real international engagement. and we were really excited to work with all the people. And now the Toronto Black Film Festival was a festival that I really respect. I wanted to make sure that once programmed, we could certainly showcase at our best. And so here we are talking about the film. The pandemic and COVID has certainly been a challenge, but comes opportunity. And so over the last year, I was able to finish at least 4 different films, including this. So I took it as an opportunity to create and be creative.
Okay. And, Ryan, can you tell us, how long have you been in the film industry now? How long have you been giving this a go?
I don't give it a go. It's my full-time engagement. And I've been in the film industry. I came to Canada in 1993 and started working towards getting into the film industry. Didn't know a heck of a lot and didn't have any mentors or people that I could turn to. So I studied at school for 5 years, high school and then university. Then I came out and I was doing stage in the community before discovering, oh, there is an actual viable film industry that I can participate in. And so I've been working towards that and started working as set security, so really from the bottom, and working my way up, bought a few cameras and started building stuff independently for a number of years before I discovered that, yet again, I can actually work in the film industry, because, as persons of color, oftentimes we don't see the opportunity, and also we don't see the relationship of how we can get in and break that proverbial glass ceiling to participate in the realms where we want to participate in. So I created independently and have been doing so every year at a number of different programs and functions. And that's why you see such a long resume, because I've been able to share my talent in so many ways.
Right. Thank you so much for that. And you know what? It's very interesting that you share that story, because on my way into the studio this morning, I was thinking of some various different questions that I would ask you, because where you are today, Ryan, you are one of the most well-known small, independent filmmakers in the GTA, and certainly one of the most well-known members of the Black community. And you've been at this for quite some time. And I want to make sure that when we wrap up today's show, we are planting a seed of inspiration into those who are going to follow you. And for those who are thinking about going into the film industry, I see a lot of things happening now on social media, where I'm seeing some short films and some clips and some skits that are being made by people of color. And if that can help to inspire other individuals in order to follow in your footsteps, and then I hope we can do that today. One thing that might help them is by seeing some of your work. And so fortunately today we have some trailers of some of your work. Before we talk about the feature film that's going to be at the Toronto Black Film Festival, which is called Henry, because we haven't gone there yet. But we want to talk about some other productions that you have done. So I've got a trailer here of a movie that was an award-winning movie that you produced alongside of some other individuals as well. And we're going to play that, and we're going to chat about it right after the break. Okay?
All right.
You can officially download our free GBKM app from the App Store and the Google Play Store, okay? Now, what is the best thing about this app? Well, it is that you have all of the features from the website that is portable, in your hand, ready to use and ready to go. Now, I'm just gonna guide you through what we have available on our app right now. So here, this is the page where you can watch our live TV, our GBKM TV. You can watch live, enjoy the shows live. Now, if you go to our tabs, you can check out any shows you missed in the past shows tab, and that takes you to the past shows that have happened in the last week. And if you just scroll down, you can see those past shows in order, chronological order, with their dates next to them as well. So if you've missed a show, no worries, just go to the past show tab and you can catch up on your favorite GBKM entertainment. Going back to our menus tab again, you can check out our upcoming shows so you do not miss any past shows. You can check out our breaking news section, which is our newest section as well, to learn of any breaking news within the diaspora, across the globe, all of that good stuff, so you can stay engaged and up to date on what's going on with our breaking news tab on the GBKM app, and also available on the website. And as you can see, there are other tabs there. You can listen to our live radio, our live TV. You can learn more about our on-air personalities by going to our OAP tab.
I've embroidered barbed wire around my soul to prevent anyone from getting too close, to protect them from the brutality of my wounds, so I keep them hidden with a cloak that I've wrapped around my failures. I blame myself for everything in my life that has ever gone wrong. My emotions are a thunderstorm, my mind a tornado of creativity, and the forecast is calling for redemption. So here I am, going in, offering myself as a sacrifice on this stage for these words that escape from my mouth, because anytime a poet goes in, only their truth can come out. I've never been to the continent of Africa before, and it has been on my bucket list for some time. And in March, I will be going to South Africa. There are a number of people in the room who will be coming to South Africa with me.
My name is April Mullings, and I am a dancer living here in Toronto. I'm a Jamaican-born girl. South Africa has been on my bucket list for many moons.
And Dwayne Morgan, I met at the Consul General's home. He was reading one of his poems, and we had a chat, and he said he'd love to go to South Africa. And I thought, when people go to South Africa, they get a different perspective. People think it was something like slavery. It's a little different because it's modern, it's now.
I am really excited to welcome my group. We'll be arriving in a couple of seconds, hopefully.
The most important thing about South Africa is the people.
Just enjoying the warmth of the people, my family, my friends, going anywhere and enjoying it, and going to Cape Town.
And through tourism growing in our country, and people from overseas wanting a very unique slice of our culture, it's resurged the pride of a nation in our own culture.
If you did not see the wrong in something, or if you weren't told that it's wrong, then you wouldn't know it's wrong. It seems like it's supposed to be that way. So for me, apartheid wasn't wrong. I only realized the wrong of it once there was freedom.
Human beings are not treated like human beings. They are treated like something else.
As a people, you know, one of the things we know is that we can overcome anything.
You can overcome anything.
There's nothing that you can invent that we haven't already been through.
It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die.
The healing process of a nation out of 300 years really of oppression, you can't overturn in 20 years. It is about how do we change the mindset and the perceptions, and we do it with the social consciousness of the arts. Arts for me is like eating, like breathing, because it reflects the society. How on earth can we bring people here that's been denied? So we have designed productions, we have designed programs that we go out to the audiences, that we go out to our communities to bring it out onto our stages.
But his soul thought is that her soul is just a hole, so he loves her for her hole, and he thinks she's just a hole. He forgets about her soul and judges her by her hole. But men, we've got to love her as a whole. We've got to love her wholeheartedly, holistically. We have got to love she who holds the mystery to carry we to life. We have got to love her not by our standard, but by God's standard of perfection. She's deserving of love, respect, and affection as is. The gods made no mistakes when they created their kids, so we have to recognize that every woman is a star who needs to be loved for who she is and for the sum of all her parts.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Ordinary People Show. That was a clip that, or a trailer that we were able to see from a past movie that Ryan had produced. And that was a movie about returning to Africa for some individuals in Canada. That's an award-winning movie, I understand. Is that correct, Ryan? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yes, that film took me 7 years to make, again, an independent film. And so last year, we won an award at the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival for Best Canadian Documentary, as well as was nominated for Best Cinematography. So for that, I was grateful. And it's a story of, you know, we're all Afrocentric or Afro-Africans, but we come from the Caribbean because we've been displaced. We're living in the US and different parts of the world, but we've never gone back to Africa. So our knowledge and relationship to Africa is secondhand. And so with that film, it's moving our relationship from secondhand knowledge to a firsthand experience. And so that's what that story was. And we were so grateful to be a part of that experience because it was the last year Nelson Mandela was alive as well. We didn't get a chance to visit him because he was ill, but for the first time myself, I got to read what impact Nelson Mandela had on a global level with the work he had done from such a localized understanding of what the ordeal was that the South African people had to endure being under apartheid. One experience that I had was going to the museum. You saw the museum there, the apartheid museum. And I went into one room and there hung a number of ropes and on them captions and telling us that there were so many people who committed suicide. But imagine this for a second. You're under police custody and the police are taking you and putting you on a stool and having you stand there for 10, 15, 20, 24 hours. And when your legs are too tired to stay standing, you have given up your right to want to live. And so you've committed suicide. Imagine that circumstance. And that was probably one of the most indelible impression that the apartheid experience left on me and my visit to South Africa was. But now the people are so resilient, they really want to make a difference and they're trying to make up for all the years they've lost. And so another celebration was going to Cape Town and seeing a celebration of arts at the Florida Cap award show and listening to them talking about how they want to integrate people, bring people who never got onto the main stage and take the main stage into the township so that they can make sure that African history throughout South Africa is celebrated by everyone and for all.
Amazing. That's just an amazing story. And every time I hear about stories of this nature where a group of Caribbeans specifically, because you said it correctly, we are Africans that have been displaced. That whenever there's an opportunity for a group of Caribbeans to visit the motherland, regardless of which country you choose to visit, because people, still need to understand and recognize that Africa is a continent, it's not a country. There's 54 countries in this beautiful continent. You chose to visit South Africa. There's a lot of expeditions right now that are taking place with the Caribbeans returning to Ghana, Caribbeans returning returning to Nigeria, Kenya, and so many others, Zimbabwe, and so many other wonderful, wonderful places in order to reconnect with their historical beginnings. So thank you so much for that film. That was an award-winning film. And
to make sure that I make a mention, I didn't choose, but I went as part of an expedition with Integrity Tours run by Remy Virapan. At that time, she was 79 years old, but she had lived through apartheid, experienced apartheid, and seen the shift since the independence, and wanted to make sure that everyone experienced what she had hoped she could experience when she was a child. And so the new South Africa is the South Africa she envisioned having, with all of its freedoms and opportunities for people, for all people living in South Africa.
Amazing, amazing. Now, this debuted at the Toronto Black Film Festival last year. Am I correct?
No, Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival.
Nollywood Film Festival. Okay, yeah. In which case that it won an award there.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about this year. The Toronto Black Film Festival this year will be kicking off on the 10th of February.
Yes.
Okay, and it'll be running until when? The 22nd?
Until the 21st.
The 21st?
It'll be running from 10:30 on February 10th, 10:30 p.m. and until 10 o'clock p.m. on February 21st. All films will be made live, and there's 154 films programmed. And so it's been known to feature films that go on to winning Academy Awards. So they really curate and program a well-rounded group of films that you probably will not be able to see again, most of them, because again, we still struggle with the opportunity for distribution and making sure that our films are widely seen. So this is a real opportunity to celebrate Black films and Black filmmakers and Black storytellers of all casts in one venue. And, you know, on a global level, you'll be able to access the films and see most of them. Some of them are geo-blocked because of the distribution agreement, but most of the others you'll be able to have full access of.
Okay, so as of February 10th up until February 21st, normally we would be going to various different venues, right, to actually see the film in person, right? I've been through this before, and I really enjoy it. But this year it's completely different because obviously because of COVID, we can't go to the venues and watch these in person. So how is the presentation for the film festival going to be made this year?
Well, all of the films are going to be online, and you can visit them at the torontoblackfilm.com. So torontoblackfilm.com, and you'll be able to access and purchase tickets individually. Ticket starts per film. The series that I'm a part of is $12 because it's a much more larger series. But you also can access the entire festival for, I think, under $70. When you think of the price, it's negligible because if you were to travel there just one day, you'll probably spend more than the price of the festival pass. And so you have the convenience to enjoy all of these films from the sitting of your own home.
So for $70, you can have an all-access pass, and you can have front row seats from the comfort of your own home, your living room, or even your bed for that matter. And you can get to see up to 140 films that will be on display throughout this time period from February 10th until up to the 21st, correct?
Correct, Armando.
Okay, listen, I just want some people to understand, you know, when in a normal year when we would be actually in the theaters watching these are the type of individuals that have graced the Toronto Black Film Festival, like literally in person attend. Here's just a couple names just to give you an idea of how the significance and importance of this particular event. There's been some legendary activists and singers and actors, Harry Belafonte, a Hollywood legend, Danny Glover, legendary actor Salome, I can't pronounce Sissay, Oscar-nominated director Kim Nugent, award-winning Toronto Tattoo Cardinal, best-selling author and speaker Stedman Graham, actor and rapper Bobby Brown. This is just to name a few of the individuals who have actually attended the Toronto Black Film Festival right here in Toronto in a normal year where we would be watching these films in theater. So this is something very, very important to pay attention to. So now let's talk about your short film that is going to be debuting, and let's talk about the actors in this short film. I have a very tiny little trailer, and I'm going to play the trailer, the tiny trailer, for the audience. And then when we get back, you're going to tell us a little bit more about the film and why we need to see it, and tell us about the actors involved in this film, because that is quite interesting. So my producer will just cue up that trailer, and then we'll talk right now.
What is your name?
Nathaniel.
I used to get beat up after school. They would take my book bag, take my lunch money, and all that.
Why are you being so nice to me?
I'm going to tell you a story. But if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. Know your name, son. Know yourself, and no one will ever take advantage of you again.
Hi, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a clip of one of Ryan Singh's movies that he has written, directed, and produced. And that one was that one Essence, Ryan?
That was Essence. And
that
so
was
you
Essence.
Henry. Essence is really a story of an older man and his relationship with a young boy who he saves from being bullied, and inspires by telling him that he is important and the value that he has comes from the name his parents gave him, and knowing the essence of his name should help him overcome the bullying that he's receiving from the other boys.
I see. Okay. Now tell us about Henry. For whatever reason, we don't have that individual clip, but tell us about Henry and tell us about the individuals that are involved in the production of that film.
Oh, absolutely. Henry is it's a story of the relationship between humans and the technology that supports them. Imagine the smart technology, the Google Home, the Alexa, those kind of technology. And these two young people are the key cast. I also voiced the smart home technology, as well as Andrea Grant, who plays the mom. The film was directed by Katarzyna Kochani, and she did a fantastic job. We had over 36 people that in the production as well as post-production of the film. And so it's really a fantastic project. What did you think of your work?
I liked it, and I was the one who was Sophie. It's really funny. It was really nice to act in it. I liked that I made my first movie ever.
So just again, for those who are just tuning in or who haven't been paying attention since the beginning of the show, these two individuals are your children. And these two individuals are featured in the movie Henry. So this is their first acting debut, am I correct? And they're excited because it's not only was accepted by the Toronto Black Film Festival, but it's going to be getting it premiered there. So congratulations to you guys.
It's not their first acting debut. They've acted in projects like Tall Boys and Suits and Handmaid's Tale. So they've been acting since they were born. And this is really an opportunity for them to be creators, writers, and producers, in addition to continuing their acting work in this film.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Ryan, again, I'm super excited for the film and the debut for this independent film that you put together and with your kids. And I am also looking for the kids to walk in your footsteps, most likely. It looks like they've gotten bit by the bugs themselves. Looks like they're very much interested in filmmaking. And congratulations to you. I just really want to make sure that you go ahead.
Just last night, one of the things I had them do, and I posted it on a Facebook Live post, their grandmother was auditioning for a commercial, and instead of me, I had them individually. My daughter decided that she was going to be the director, and my son became the cinematographer. And they directed Grandma's audition for the commercial, and it was such a fabulous job. I was really proud of the work they did because, the way that we inspire the next generation is by giving them the technology and being there in the background, supporting them to have their voice and to be able to amplify their voices.
Wonderful. And before we wrap up the show today, Ryan, if you can take a moment out to give us some words of encouragement, some words of knowledge for those individuals who would like to delve into the film and movie industry, whether it is as a writer, a producer, or an actor. What has your takeaway been from since you devoted your life to this, and what would you have to say to others who would like to follow in your footsteps?
Story is a premium, whether we do it through our oral tradition or whether we create it through the medium of radio, television, stage. It's such a premium, and people are hungry for stories, but oftentimes we as persons of color haven't had our stories being told as much as other people. But now we have the technology, we have the opportunity. Everyone has a studio in the palm of their hands by way of their cell phones and the ability to tell their stories. And I say, go out, shoot, learn, and just tell the stories, because the world needs your stories, as well as on a cultural level, we need to start securing our culture and the way people perceive us by being the authors of our own story and our own narratives.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And once again, congratulations on your success. And we look forward to watching the short film, Henry.
I left the trailer link in your chat there if you wanted to play it.
Oh, wonderful. We have a link to Henry. I'm not sure my producers can get a hold of that right now. But what we will do is we will definitely share that through our network, because we have a number of viewers and listeners who watch the show on demand. So we'll make that available to them when they do so. But once again, the movie is called Henry, and it is debuting at the Toronto Black Film Festival, which starts on the February the 10th.
Yes.
And runs until February 21st.
Correct.
All access pass is only $79.
$70, under $70, $69.
$69. Go ahead.
And individual passes start at $8. For our program, it's $12. And if you're converting that into US or pounds, that's a whole lot cheaper as well.
Wonderful. And all you got to do is look up the Toronto Black Film Festival. All the information's right there for you guys. So sorry that we can't be enjoying it in person this year, but we can enjoy it virtually as a community and support this growing program successfully.
Thank you so much for your time, Jacqueline, and I really appreciate it. And Kenny in the background. I know many people haven't seen him, but he's been doing a fabulous job. And congratulations to your 24-hour programming. And thank you for amplifying Black voices.
Thank you so much. And children, have an absolutely fantastic day and happy Black History Month. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ryan Singh, a writer, producer, just a whole plethora of things. Filmmaker extraordinaire with his two children that will be debuting their movie short film at the Toronto Black Film Festival, as you know, starting on February the 10th. Check it out. Go to the torontofilmfestival.com to get your all-access pass. And don't forget to watch Ryan's movie, Henry. For those of you who have liked and shared our video, we thank you very much. Make sure to tell a friend and visit us on our brand new website, www.gbkm.tv. Thank you so much for tuning in to another awesome episode of The Ordinary People Show. And once again, happy Black History Month. See you next week.
GBKM TV, the station with a vision. GBKM TV, the station with a difference now. Slim Flex said so. Big up Ghana, up.
You can officially download our free GBKM app from the App Store and the Google Play Store, okay? Now, what is the best thing about this app? Well, it is that you have